Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. All right, I am here at the Bond in Motion at the Peterson Museum. We're going to take a VIP walking tour of the exhibit. And listen, you're not going to want to see me all masked up and everything. That's not a good look. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to exact my Q branch to actually focus and take you around as if you were walking with me. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Super high tech. But nothing's too good for you, right? Let's go do this thing. So one of the things that happens is you are greeted by these different posters of Bond and film, which is quite cool. And then literally a floor to ceiling, Sean Connery. You know, flanked by just the DB5. Absolutely gorgeous. By the way, this one in particular is the 1964 Aston Martin Db5 with all of the accoutrements. What's nice about this display is you can actually get very up close and personal to it. You know, a lot of these museums, for example, these things are behind glass. This is really an amazing picture opportunity. Even some of the more simpler things like the tow sled, the little sled from Thunderball, they're here. So this is got all of the details, including the spear guns on it. But look at this. This is what I'm talking about with display. This is set up a situation where it looks like it's underwater. They have really great lighting effects. And of course, what would this be without the Vulcan bomber? Lest you think there is only full-size vehicles here, well, you'd be wrong. This is the Lockheed Martin Jetstar scale model. Remember, it was two types of things on either side, which is quite cool. But then right next to it, in all of its glory, you've got the helicopter, complete with, I was going to say model men, but you know what I mean when I say that. But here is the Kawasaki Bell helicopter scale model. The Cougar from On Her Majesty's Secret Service. And again, the way they do the lighting in here, it really shows off the detail. I mean, this is not a brand new car. I mean, clearly, right? This is from 1969 convertible, but it really does pick up the light incredibly well. Okay, I am giddy right now because I tell you, this particular piece right here, I mean, look at that in all of its Spectre glory, is one of my favorites. Yes, I know it's a film that either you love or you hate, but the Bathos sub, this is just absolutely fantastic. Look at the color, and again, they put it into a very immersive moment of looking like it's underwater. The other thing that I like is there isn't music blasting. I mean, there is music, but it's very conversational. It's not so loud that you're going to be distracted. I mean, this is museum quality. So when you come over to look at the 1973 Glastron from Live and Let Die, you can go back in your mind into the movie and really sort of lose yourself a little bit. The 1974 Amc Hornet, and of course that amazing bridge jump. And the car's in incredible shape for making that particular jump. Okay, I'm officially going to be doing these underwater effects at the Zaritsky archive. I've come already determined because look how good it makes something like the Lotus Submarine. So it takes an already amazing technological wonder like this, and it just pulls you right into it. Okay, I know this is not everybody's favorite vehicle, but I love when Roger Moore is riding on it in the full outfit. And yes, I'm constantly looking on eBay for one of these. Gotta get me one. You've got mines on the back just waiting for Roger Moore to enact them. But look at this, I mean, look at the shininess of this thing. And of course, this is the 1978 Glastron Carlson with motorized hang glider. And as we come to the front, you're probably asking yourself, well, David, that's great, but where is the hang glider? Where do you think the hang glider is? It's right above. I do want to give everybody a sense of how relaxing this is because I want to show you the expansiveness of this. This is not a tiny little gallery. This is monstrous. And as I pan around, you could see that this is a very relaxing, slow walk through this You're not going to be disturbed. That's the type of element that they've created here. It's also very Bondian. You can watch parts of the movie, and it just connects you back to those moments. The front of this has seen better days. I'm sure this would be a personal favorite of Joe Darlington's. Yeah, I have no doubt of that. I'm sure when people walk through this museum, they play the game of, if you had a choice of any vehicle in here that you could take home, which one would it be? I'm sorry, folks. I think I've got to go to this one, and maybe, you know, the Aston Martin Vantage here from The Living Daylights. It reappears in No Time to Die. But even back then, this car just meant something to me. And seeing it up close and personal, it's emotional. My absolute guilty pleasure of a film, Tomorrow Never Dies, is well represented both in the 750iL and the BMW motorcycle. If the world is not enough is your bag, you're gonna be happy here. You've not only got the BMW that unfortunately meets its demise, you've actually have Q's, the Q boat. A little bit more green than I thought. And of course the baddies, always looming above. Absolutely fun. Again, Die Another Day. You can't come down on it for the gadgets and the cars. They're absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at this Jaguar, and it's chasing Bond amidst all these posters and visuals. So this was almost a hidden moment, the Switchblade Glider, which looks like it's taken its toll, but it's still holding up. You know, most of this is a no-touch situation. There are those moments where you can become Bond and have an immersive moment. This is one of them. Now, it's from Die Another Day, and I know it's a little bit of a guilty pleasure, but nobody can deny that this is a very cool scene where the guys get hit, and you can sit on this and just be a baddie for a moment. Not a bad feeling. I think I'm digging this one so much because it's a special effect car, right? I mean, it's got all the abrasions, all the monstrous thing that happens to this poor, beautiful car. Look at even the roof from Quantum of Solace. My absolutely defense of a film. I'm sorry. It's amazing, but take a look at this battle damage here. This is Bond in action. I mean, this is badass Bond. All right, so I was just pointed out that this is, you know, if there's a good side and a bad side, this is the good and bad side, because it's so bad that it's good. Look at the bullet marks. Okay, I'm totally geeking out here. And of course it says, please do not touch the vehicle. I mean, how many people have wanted to just jump in there and take a ride? Okay, let's ask another person. Oh my gosh, it's JW. What's going on, man?
Hello there. How you doing?
Good. You mind taking your mask off for a second?
You better believe it. With pleasure.
They're gonna shoot you in here. But listen, we're asking people, if you could get one vehicle in here, which would it be and why?
Well, I'm gonna have to go with my birth year Bond, 1971. I am a Ford man, and the Mach 1. I mean, this is. Look at this. If it doesn't get any more obnoxious than this, I don't know what. I love this car. I love this setup here too. Absolutely, just brilliant. Perfect Southern California car. Or Las Vegas. You think they'd notice if it was missing?
Let me just ask a random person. It's Lorenzo from Amiga Bond Watches. How are you doing?
I'm great, man. How are you?
Are you, like, you're everywhere?
I have people everywhere, and I'm everywhere.
You really are. So you got to tell me, you know, explain to me, which is your favorite piece and why? Take us over there.
Well, I gotta say, the DB10 is absolutely my favorite car of all time. I take it over the DB5 all day long. It's just such a modern piece of art. I mean, this car is just incredible. It looks sleek, it's sexy, it's it's my generation's version of the DB5 in my opinion. And my lucky number's 10 too, so that kind of makes it that much sweeter for me. But just every little detail from the carbon fiber base to the shark teeth on the wheels, it's just incredible to watch this car. You know, on screen and in person, it's even better than I ever could have imagined. But I mean, I think an underappreciated part is definitely how wide these shoulders are on this car and how it really gives it a distinct, mean, aggressive look. And then we flip into a nice tail, tight, clean, modern back end of this, which you see a lot of those notes in the new Vantages that Aston Martin has come out with. But just look at all this carbon fiber on the back end of this car. It's just incredible. And then, like, if you actually get up and close to the interior, there's a lot of leather detailing. Like, there's no glove box, it's actually a leather pouch. It'll be kind of hard to see, but then you got the ejector button right there that Bond escapes with. And just well done car. Just the modern version of Bond in my opinion. But yeah, I think I need to get this one.
All right, so that's just a taste. That's all we're going to give you because you have to actually get down here to the museum to see this. Things like this, some of my favorite pieces like the Lotus. Check it out. I'm going to give this another once over. And again, relaxing, immersive, and a wonderful bonding moment with all of these vehicles. Thank you to the Bond in Motion for letting us in and doing this kind of VIP tour. This has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We'll see you all real soon. Take care. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.